one quick thing on the piano. And let me see if you guys can hear that. I don't know. Is that clear out there? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you want a history of this tune?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
The history of this tune is very simple. Years ago, I met a fellow that wanted to take me into a studio and record a couple of my songs. And that goes back to the Jim Croce days. And in fact, Jim Croce, his buddy heard my band and the originals, and he wanted to bring us into the studio to record them. And that was 1973. And I remember getting up that one morning to go teach music at the Krebs School in Newport, which is now Petinero Construction Company. And I stood in front of the mirror putting my tie on. And the announcer on the radio that morning said, "Folks, last night Jim Croce and his entire band were killed in a plane crash." And you guys might remember that.
Yep.
But right prior to that, I wrote a tune where the guy said it was. And long story short, he said there were too many chords. I said, "Too many chords? What do you mean?" He said, "The song has too many chords." By the way, this is prior Billy Joel. I'm not too many chords. I'm sorry. Too many words. My fault. And this is about a decade before Billy Joel came out with "Who'll Start the Fire." And you want to talk about too many words? I went to a Billy Joel concert where there were so many words in that he had a little computer screen on the side of his piano, and it was scrolling up as he was singing the song. That was quite funny. But anyway, I got so ticked off at this guy, and we were in the studio at the time, that I said, okay, I said, I'm going to have to satisfy my own self and him. So this song, this is the song. Can you tell how many chords are in it? 2 chords. 2 chords in the whole song. And when we got back to the studio, I made a point of telling him, I hope you like this. It's not too many chords and not too many words. But anyway, we were on the road playing. We were on TV. I was, I don't know, 15 maybe at the time. And but when I wrote this, I had just turned 20 or something as we were on the road. And the fellas in the band said, "You know, you only have 1 verse to the song. Why don't you write a 2nd verse and we'll use it in the show?" The guys really liked the song. And because of the 2 chords, we were able to sing this as a round. I'm sure you can understand how that works. Mm-hmm. And they kept bugging me about doing a 2nd chorus, a 2nd verse. I couldn't think of anything until we were on a turnpike somewhere. We're riding along, and I looked out of the van, and I saw all these white lines shooting by on the road surface, and that led to a 2nd verse about moving down the road. Anyhow, this is called what? She might be able to help me bring my box in too. This is called "Traveling Minstrels." Now, the reason for the la 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 things, and if you know anything about music history, is back in the day when they had these minstrels going, and that's how they made the living, going town to town, city to city. When they couldn't think of any words, they would make nonsense syllables up, like tra la la, lu lu lu, li li. So it came to me that perhaps if I'm going to write a song about a minstrel, I should have some nonsense syllables in it.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
what came out.
Mhm.
Quick history of that thing. 2 chords. That's all it is. Really not much to this thing at all, anyhow. But let me see if I can bring my box, and Gary, you might be able to bring a video up or something, and I'll just click out of the video for a moment and see if my wife will help me with the box. Hold
Okay.
on.
All right, I'll play Eric's final video here, or second video. And then Eric, this is Rock of Ages, right?
Yes, it is. It's a preview for next month.
Very nice.
Thank you. See, my synagogue is planning a virtual Hanukkah service, so that's one of the songs that I prepared for it. Yep. and it was done with MIDI. So on a computer, I used Band in a Box to arrange the music just by typing in the chords and picking a style, and then
Wow.
it generates a MIDI file, and then I played it through the iPad, which displays the MIDI data and sends it to. I'm using a Roland Sound Canvas to play it.
That was good. I
Thank
enjoyed
you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yep.
that. Mhm.
Susan, can you do that for the next meeting for us?
I'll hook you.
Whatever
I don't
Eric
even
just
know the
said.
definition of those words that he used.
Yeah,
They're
I'll
not
hook you
even
up.
in my vocabulary.
Well, you stay with the analog. I'll do the digital, and somehow we'll make it work.
Yeah, I'm impressed because I have no idea what any of that.
Yeah, someone in the future will look back on this and understand.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I guess we'll wait for Richard a little bit here.
That would be nice if Richard recorded what he played.
Mhm.
'Cause
It
I didn't
wasn't
get all
very
the
clear.
words and stuff.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I thought it was a nice tune. It was, it was cool, and
Yeah.
it was like I think I would like to hear all the words because I didn't catch all the words, and I like the beat, and I just like the whole tone of it. So
Yeah. I
someone
wonder if
should,
somebody could record
help
it
him.
on a phone
yeah,
and
good.
then send it to me. Yeah.
yeah, that would be great. Like that.
Well, those are all my videos. I could, let's see. We have a
You know, it was
greatest.
nice to see the Jam and Java Cafe again, where we started out.
I miss it.
And
Mhm.
today it's an education building, I think, for students. But when I pass it, I'll always see that as the Jam and Java Cafe.
Yep, and I also
Yeah.
enjoyed the Bear Restaurant when we were
That was
there.
fun. All the
Yep.
places, the
Mhm.
Bourbon Street Grill before it burnt down.
Yeah, that was the first one I went to.
Yeah.
Cappadocia on 896. That's when I started.
Oh, yes, yeah.
When
Is that that was the diner,
Diner,
896
first-
diner?
First Aid
Friendly's,
Diner?
Yeah,
And it's
Yeah.
still empty to this day.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. At least they got the hotel up and running again. That was closed or something also. But
Hmm.
anyway, yeah, I missed all those earlier years with the Java, yeah, whatever. Java Cafe.
So how old is the club now?
20, 21 or 22 years old.
Cool. Yeah.
nice.
And are there others like us in other places, or?
Other states do have clubs. And if you look it up online, everyone could do that. I know in New York, there's a club I was
I
listening
think I
to.
can reach it.
And Maryland has a club. Some of their members have come to join us a couple of times.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I think one of the biggest one is either Maryland or Washington, D.C.
Mhm.
Yeah, there he is.
He's back.
Thanks to her.
Just
Yay.
play when it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, don't overdo it, please.
No, as long as I'm sitting here, I just can't lift right now. It's very painful, and as you guys know, this is a heavy box here. And,
It's big.
yeah, you know, and Eric was talking about the stops and things. I know, Eric, I can't really stand, but
Yeah.
this thing has 4 sets of reeds in the right hand and 5 sets in the left hand.
Very nice.
And when I had it built, I had a free bass put into it. Usually your free basses are only 2 octaves, but I had this one built with 3 octaves.
Mm.
And even Benny Cintioli, you guys know Benny Cintioli up there? He passed away this past year. His father was responsible for the invention of the free bass
Nice.
out of Castelfidardo, Italy there. And so it was pretty neat.
Great.
Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. I should have been warming up here prior to all this, but she gets too hungry for in her 8. She just hates the theater. She will never go late. She will never bother with the people she hates. That's why her lady, she's a tramp. She don't like crap games, all barons and earls. Will not go to Holland and earn in pearls. She would never ever dish the dirt with the silly old girls. That's why her lady's a tramp. She likes cool, fresh, wind in her hair, life without care. She is broken, that is open. Hates California, complains it's cold. It's damp, that's why the lady's a tramp. Fresh, clean, clear, wind in her hair, life without care. She is broken, that is open. Hates San Francisco. She says, hey, it's hilly over there, and it's damn, that's why the lady. Now let me tell you about the lady. That's why the lady is a tramp.
Nice.
Oh, the lady. Oh boy, I know this is one of Susan's favorite. Here's where everybody comes in. Everybody comes in right here. Roll out the barrel. 1, 2, 3. Roll. Come on. We have a barrel of fun. Yes, we do. Roll out the barrel. We got the drums on the drum. Sing barrel. Sing out the song of cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, because the day's
Yay!
What would be an accordion club without a polka?
Yeah.
I love all these polkas. I remember I was playing for a place one time, Lee said, geez, I'd love to hire you for my family picnic. She said, but I don't know if you know any polkas. I said, the truth is, ma'am, I only know 1 or 200 polkas. After that, I'm done. I don't know. Susan, should I tell the story with this? Do we have time or no?
How's time?
We're good.
Yeah. I grew up in a very small town up in Bucks County, PA. Still visit there, although I haven't been there in a few months now. Not much has changed in my little town, except my little school was closed down. The building is still there, but it's in mothballs. But I remember, couldn't wait to get into grades number 7 and number 8. And the reason was because we were allowed to go to the school dance. So when we got into grade 7, we couldn't be more thrilled. It was a parochial school right on Logan Street there in Bristol. And so I remember when Sister Josephine walked into the classroom that morning, she said, "Boys and girls, the first school dance of the new school year is this Friday night, and it only costs 25 cents. I thought that was pretty cool. And so I was as good as gold that week. I didn't want to blow it because I wanted that quarter. And I wanted that quarter for every week after that. And so Friday night came around, my 7th grade buddies and I, we ran down to the schoolhouse, stood in line, and we opened the doors at 7 p.m. sharp. Paid my 20 cents, ran up to the 3rd floor. The disc jockey, he is spinning his beautiful records. And every Friday night, needless to say, I never danced a dance. Wouldn't go near those things called girls. Are you kidding me? But I look pretty cool walking around the bar. I look very cool. Well, we are all promoted into grade 8. So that makes us 1 year older and, of course, 1 year more mature. When Sister Josephine came in and said, "Boys and girls, first dance of the new school year is Friday night, and it only costs 30 cents. I said, "What? Where am I going to get the extra nickel?" So what I and my buddies did, we went up and down the alleyways and we found Coca-Cola bottles. When you took them back to the store, you got 2 cents deposit returned. So I got 6 bottles. Sometimes I got 5 bottles. Point is, I got 10 cents. I had my extra nickel, and I had a nickel left over for me. And so we're 8th graders. As we walk into the school, paid our 30 cents up to the 3rd floor, and there it was, that music. Beautiful. And I never danced a dance. Never danced a dance. Until one Friday night, the disc jockey in all his glory announces, "Boys and girls, the next dance is the ladies' choice." I was a little confused. I was sitting there on the wall. Now I know why they call them wallflowers. I asked my cousin Bobby, I said, "Bobby, what's that mean, ladies' choice?" He said, "Well, that's where the girl comes up and asks you to dance." I said, "I'm not worried. I haven't danced in a year and a half." But sure enough, I looked across the hall, and those girls, they looked like the Rockettes. They all stood up together. Some of them got into a little huddle. Once in a while, their heads would pop out, look across at the boys, put their head back in, bobbed it up and down. And I kept saying, "What the devil are they talking about?" And then it started, they started coming across. I asked some of the fellas to dance, that was good. Several more came across. Asked the guys to dance, I liked it. Me, I'm not worried. Until I looked across the wall, there was Michelle. It looked like she was looking right at me. Couldn't be. I just kind of gazed away, never gave it a thought until I looked back and she's halfway across the dance floor and her eyes locked. A little bit worried. Closer she got, the closer my head got to the floor. But I knew she was right there in front of me because I saw her feet. They wore black leather, patent leather shoes. And then she said those words that scared the spit right out of me. Richard, let's dance. I looked up at her and I said, let's what? I have never danced the dance in my life. I kept looking up into heaven saying, what am I doing here? I should be home. But my buddies are all looking, so I stood up and she grabbed me by my sweaty hand. We walked out to the center of that dance floor, but before we got there, I said 3 quick prayers. I said, dear Lord, please don't let me step on her feet. I feared that the most. And Lord, don't let my sweaty hand come out of her hand. I'm wiping my hand. She turned me around, we looked in each other's eyes, and I said, Lord, please don't let my deodorant fail. And so what do I remember about my first dance with Michelle? I'll tell you what I remember. Nothing. I was so scared. I don't remember a thing. Did I step on her feet? I don't know. I have no, did my hand fall out of her? I don't know. Can't remember. Well, if the truth be told, I do remember one thing about my very first dance with Michelle. Folks, I remember the song. You send me, I know you send me, darling, you send me, I missed you too. You thrill me, I know you thrill me, darling, you thrill me, I missed you too. At first, thought it was infatuation, but it's lasted so long. Here I am, wanting to marry you, take you home. You said, darling, you said, you said, honest. At first I thought infatuation. No, it's lasted so long. So here I am, wanting to know and take you home. You said believe that you do.
Thank you, Richard.
That's my story. I'm sticking to
It's always wonderful, and I'm so glad you're on it today. We have 5 minutes left, it said, so I just want to tell everyone, we'll meet next month. You can practice Hanukkah songs and Christmas songs, and we'll have a nice meeting next month.
Sounds good, Susan.
We thank you, Gary, for being the host, as always.
Sure. Thank you, everyone. And I'll upload the videos either today or sometime early next or this coming week.
Sounds great. How do we get to those videos? I forget.
Oh, well, Susan will email the link out to everyone.
Super duper.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. This was great.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe this week.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Bye-bye.
You
Okay,
too.
thank you,
Thanks.
Gary.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you again.